Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Model Kit Beginner. Today we have a look at the Porsche 959 from the fine folks over at Tamiya. Right, before I open the box, let's have a quick look what ScaleMates has to say about this. Right, let me switch on ScaleMates here. Right, here we are. Porsche 959 from Tamiya, and if we look a little bit further, it's from 1987. If you look at the history, that's about it. I think there's a big scale one from Fujimi. I might also recall that there was one from Rebel, but as far as Tamiya is concerned, this is the 959. Very, very nice. This is a kit which is relatively, well, here anyway in South Africa, is relatively cheap. It's really, you can get hold of it very nicely. Now let's have a look inside if there's a reason why it is cost effective, I would say. So let's open the box and have a look. And here we are. The Porsche 959. Let's get everything out of here. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, the glass is not extra packed. That's a bit rough. See that? Glass is in here. Not a fan of that. Something making nearly a metallic noise in here. Well, we'll see what we find. Only 2 sprues. And the glass sprue. Then we have tires right over here. We'll get to those in a minute as well. There's a black piece. I think that belongs to the Lamborghini. Let's put it there. Let's take it back. Right, and then obviously we have the usual Tamiya how to build a model paper. And then we have the instruction sheet. It's right over here and is like the Tamiya's from then, is a fold out. So I think it will probably be better if we have a quick look at the PDF. Where is my mouse? Here we go. Let's just do that. Let's just move you over. Here we go. Well. Here we are. Right, this is what the instruction sheet looks like. Let's just go down. It gives you a nice description of the 959 right over here. Then it starts out with the engine. Actually, funny enough, most of these Porsche kits do. 959, obviously an iconic car. It had so many firsts in the mid-80s, which was just unheard of. It was absolutely a technical marvel. So here you see how to get the engine inserted. Here we have the exhaust right over there. Suspension right over here. We have the brakes, disc brakes all around, 1987, yeah. And we have the seats with the typical, 80s seat cover. Love that. Then we have the dashboard right over here. We're going to have a look just now what it looks like. There's the glass which goes into the body. Obviously the mirror goes onto the glass. Here we have the rear part, or the wing if you want so. And lens and lens covers gets on here. That's obviously is always the rear bumper with Porsche. You always can go to town with that one. Certainly love that. Here you can see it once again. Decals. There's not that many, obviously. And that's about it. There you have seen it. Right. Now let's see what is in the box apart from the instruction sheet, which we have just seen. Right, as I half shockingly, as just said, the transparent parts are in here totally unprotected. It's not something which I normally would expect from Tamiya. So we will just go down a little bit here with my camera. Right. Have a look if there's any damage. Yeah, there seems to be some light scratches in here. Yeah, that's really odd that they did that. So that's something to look out for. Maybe open the kit in the shop before you buy it and see how the glass is. It's not horrible. Is that dirt or scratch? It looks like dirt. Okay. So it's not horrible, but it's not brilliant either. The glass would have been nice if it would have been together with the black sprue. Yeah, that's an odd decision to do that. I'm not quite sure why Tamiya did that. Funny that. Right. And as you have seen, there was also a silver sprue right over here. So here's the rear ring, the light buckets. Here the classic 6-cylinder boxer rear part right over here. We saw it's all a bit of a plastic, feels hard. Here's the exhaust pot. Here the classic Porsche wheels right over here. Yeah, I've seen other kits where you had to put those in yourself. So there's a lot is done for you, which I'm not a huge fan of, like to be quite honest. There we go. So this is the first sprue, one of two, as far as the silver sprues are concerned. And then we have another one, which is this one here, which has the seats, which actually look very nicely molded. Part of the suspension. Let's have a look at the dashboard. Maybe that can pacify me. Ah, that looks nice, huh? I like that. I like that dashboard. Yeah, that is nice and detailed. Well, you can certainly go to town on that one. We have the exhaust and outlet system right over here. That I think is part of the inside door covers. Very nice. Here we have the mirror and the pedals. Part of the suspension, the classic Porsche wheel. In those days it was brand spanking new Porsche wheel. Just have a look from the other side. And you have the one and only Viper right over there. All right. And then last but certainly not least, and you understand that you haven't shown us the decals. You're doing this out of sequence. Well, the reason is the decals are in here. They really have packed this funny. I really have. Putting the glass in with the black and the decals together with the body. What were you thinking? Anyway, here it is. Here are the decals. There's a dashboard. It's all in one. Fun to get that down. You have a Böblingen number plate, the 959, the D sign, Porsche emblem, and that's your decals. There's more to it. Yeah, that's what it is. Right. And then we have a look at the beautiful body. Those hips, this was not standard in 87 at all. Porsche certainly came out with it. You see here, yes, there's a nice seam right over there, which obviously you will have to have a go at. There's one here in front as well. Draw gaps maybe a little bit big if you want to be on the finicky side. And but otherwise beautiful. Yeah, it certainly needs to be some tender loving care here on the roof as well. So yeah, it's a normal cleanup, I would say, for a mid-80s kit, and that's about it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all I have to say about the 959 Porsche from Tamiya. It's a mid-80s kit, and as far as Tamiya kits go, it looks it. It really does. It's not one of the fantastic Tamiya kits. It's simple. Well, it looks a simple kit, not too many parts, and well, for me it's about the subject. So I obviously will build it. I'm not quite sure if I do it in red, if I do it in silver. We will have to see that, or any other color, which the nail polish parlor have on special. Let's see how we're gonna do that. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the Porsche 959. Hope you enjoyed this, and I wish you guys a lovely week going forward, and all we can do now is wish you all the best, and greetings from Cape Town. Cheers.